Hello. All right, it's open season. It's time to get moving. November 27th, the day before Thanksgiving. We only have till December 9th. Do not wait till December 9th to make any changes open season. Now, under the new PSHB, I've got a lot to say, but so little time to say it. A lot of people, I've talked to a lot of people, and of course, there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of information rolling around. Do not put mail aside, especially if it's first class. First class, read your mail. Okay? Now, with open season, if you are, and I'm talking to 90% of the people that I've talked to, have Blue Cross, either standard or basic. If that's what you have and that's what you want, you don't have to do anything. You got a crosswalk letter in the mail about a month ago, and it told you don't have to do anything. Now, what I'm here to do is tell you an alternative to save you money. If you have Blue Cross Basic, and even though you get the $800 back a year, you must have Medicare Part B. B as in boy. You must have Medicare Part B to get the $800 back. I'm not even going to discuss today. I won't discuss whether you should get Medicare B or shouldn't. I have it. I recommend it. You can still get it if you didn't go through the special enrollment period. I will put a link on this video down in the comments, and I'll put it in the box, how you can still get the SEP, and you have to hurry with that also. They're probably going to open that up for another 10 days. I don't know, but I do know there is a way, there is a place you can call to sign up for the special enrollment period, Medicare Part B, without any penalty. After this goes away, after this opportunity goes away, you will, and then you finally realize, oh, I do need Medicare Part B, you'll be paying a penalty, 10% for every year you're over 65. So if you're 70 years old, that's a 50% penalty. That's, right now, Medicare Part B is going to be, I think, $185, somewhere around there, next year. So half of that, that's another $90 a month you'll be paying when you do realize you need it. Because it is, to me, all the research I've done, Medicare Part B with your supplement, which is a PSHB plan, is the way to go. Zero copays, zero deductibles. Now, I say zero deductibles. The plan that I'm going to recommend today, that I am going to, and several other people I know are going to, is FEP Blue Focus. And that's Fred, Edward, Paul, Blue Focus. It's under Blue Cross. Remember, all the MS Postal Service PSHB plans have Part D included in them for this year. Part D is your prescriptions. D is in David. So, the first thing, though, that I'd like to say, because everybody I talk to, are you sure that plan is going to be okay? Is it strong enough? Is it? Because this one covers me pretty good. If you have, I'm talking to the people right now, and I'm talking to postal employees, postal retirees, and federal retirees. If you have Medicare Part B, or if you just signed up for it, or you've had it for years, like me, if you've got Medicare Part B, you've got to think, you've got to do a 180. Let me show you. When you're working, your health insurance is primary. It's the only health insurance you have. when you retire and get Medicare Part B, you got to do a 180. Did you see me do a 180? You've got to do a 180 as far as how you recognize Medicare, how Medicare works for you. Medicare is going to pay up to 80% of everything when you go to the hospital, or if you go to the doctor's office, a medical facility, vaccinations, anything. They're going to pay up to 80%. Some of them they'll pay 100%, but most things they'll pay up to 80%. Then you need a supplemental insurance to pay the other 20%. So, what I'm recommending is FEP Blue Focus. Let me see here. I have it. If you have Blue Cross Blue Shield Basic right now, and you get the $800 back, you people that have that know what I'm talking about, you are going up to $247.26. What do you pay now? It's going up quite a bit. $247.26. If you do the math, let me show you how I do the math real quick. 247.26 times 12, and I don't know if you can see this screen, so I'm saying it. This is a hurried video. It's open season. I don't have time to get everything structured. 247.26 times 12 is $2,967.12. Minus $800 that they'll pay you during the year equals $2,167.12. You divide that by 12, and your premium is still $180.59 a month. $180.59 a month. Let's see here. Blue Cross Blue Shield FEP Blue Focus. And one day I'll get a screen where you can see all this, but I'm reading it out. Is $128.21. $128.21. So 180 minus 128.21 equals $52.38 difference. Times 12 equals $628.06. $628.06. If you have Blue Cross Blue Shield, let me make this clear. If you have Blue Cross Blue Shield Basic, you will save $628.06 over the course of next year. $628.06. Remember, it still has a drug plan. Now, if you've got a lot of prescriptions, I'm going to also, I'll have to do a video, but I'll give you a link of where you can go to Blue Cross, and you can look up the formulary. If you remember in episode 2 or 3, I explained what formulary is. Formulary is what medications, what prescriptions does that Part D plan pay. So, it's going to pay pretty good, but you can see you can get your prescriptions and line them up and put them against the chart and see how much they're going to pay. Okay, if you don't have any prescriptions, really it's a no-brainer. I shouldn't say no-brainer. I apologize. It's up to you. I'm only giving you ways to research how it works for you. That's all this channel is doing. I can't make you do something. I can advise you, but don't take my advice. Research it for yourself. But $628.06 less than Blue Cross Blue Shield Basic. And you're going to get the same thing. Now, FEP Focus is going to be your supplement. They're going to pay the things that Medicare does not pay. So Medicare, like I said, is paying 80%. This will pay the other 20%. No questions asked. That's why I said you have to do a 180 when you think about Medicare. Medicare is the engine. Think of an engine and think of a caboose on the back. Wherever that engine goes, Medicare is going to pay. As long as your doctor or hospital that you go to accepts Medicare payment, it's going to pay it. Your Blue Cross FEP Focus that I'm recommending will pay the other 20%. Now, there are parts in their brochure, they say something about a $500 deductible, and I'm still trying to get clear on that, and I'll do another video or I'll put it in the comments. The first comment I'll pin, and I'll be adding things to it, so you can come back here and see if I've added anything. I'm trying to find out specifically when that $500 deductible comes into effect. Because right now I have GEHA High Option, so I'm going to save over $750, I believe. $750 from being in GEHA High Option. I know, and I've been with GEHA for 3 years, had no problems with them. But right now, since all the prices went up, I'm looking for low costs, and I don't want to be overinsured, and I can save $750. I know GEHA Stadium is where the Kansas City Chiefs play, but my question is, who dey? Okay, now $628.60. The reason I went to GEHA, I researched them. They're nonprofit. They were started by Postal Service employees back in the 1930s sometime, and they claim that they're nonprofit, and all the money that they make goes back into the health benefits and all that. However, right now, I'm looking for a low-cost premium. I don't have to worry about the medical part. The only thing I would have to worry about is prescriptions, and right now I don't have any prescriptions. Now, as you know, that can change the moment you go to it for a doctor's visit. But it does have a Medicare Part D, I keep saying that, plan built in. All the PSHB plans have Medicare Part D plan built in this year. Okay? If you want to opt out of that, I don't know. You'd have to explain to me why you want to opt out of their medical plan. However, I want to answer my own question. If you do have a lot of prescriptions and you want this plan, this cheap, less expensive plan, I shouldn't say cheap, less expensive plan, then you can opt out of their Medicare Part D and get your own Medicare Part D plan. Okay, you can go to OPM and see what Medicare Part D plans are available. Of course, you'll pay another premium for that. There's no extra premium for the built-in PSHB plans. Their plan, there's no extra premium. But you can opt out of theirs because you cannot get two Part Ds. If you accept the PSHB plan and you do not opt out of Medicare Part D, you cannot get, and you opt out, you can get another D plan, but you cannot have another D if you don't opt out. And I just learned today that a former co-worker of mine got a letter saying that they had opted out, and the person said, no, I never opted out of anything. So, and they left a number that she can call and get that rectified. Now, I want to stay on point here. There's a whole lot of other things going on as far as this whole PSHB. There's a lot of telecons that they have, and I've been on a few of them, and there's a lot of questions asked and everything. Again, this channel is totally 100%, I'll say this is not the point of this video, but 100% against any Medicare disadvantage plans. And I'm not going to it in this more into this video. Watch my episode 4, and I'll put that at the end, a link to that. It's my last video, the previous video, and they are horrible. They're horrible how they're funded, and they don't work. And if you watch the news, more and more hospitals are saying we're not accepting Medicare Advantage. So you got to be careful. And I am in no way talking about you going ahead and enrolling. If that's what you want to do, so be it. There's a quote, a sports quote, don't hate the player, hate the game. As far as you people that go into, I shouldn't say you people either, just full of politically incorrect things saying. But anyway, the people that get into Medicare Advantage, if they think they want that, what I'm telling you is the ads are a lie. So I don't want you to get fooled and bamboozled into getting a Medicare Advantage plan. But if you do, that's on you. I'll do more videos on that. But watch my episode 4. I think I really laid it on the line about the problem with the Medicare disadvantage plans. Okay, back to this. Now, FEP Blue Focus. So that is the next to the cheapest. The NALC health benefit plan, the letter carriers. And this looks good too, $128.11. That's all you need. Once you get Medicare Part B, that's all you need is a low cost. I know I got on the telecon and I asked, why doesn't the Postal Service offer Medigap plans? And I'll explain that. Right now I want to stay on point. But Medigap plans are specifically designed to cover the gap between the 80% and 100%. But these are nice because they all include prescriptions. Okay? And you need to go there and look for their prescription, what drugs they have. So, and Mail Handlers Benefit Plan, here they are. They have one for $136.20. GEHA has one for $147.63. But if I'm going to save money, and again, they say sometimes there's a $500 deductible. Even if I had to pay a $500 deductible, I'm still saving money because mine is $700 less than what I've been paying or what I would be paying in 2025. $750 less. You'll be, if you're in Blue Cross Blue Shield Basic, so look at it. And they have, and I will include the links, where they're going to have health fairs, online health fairs, where you can go to. I personally didn't get a booklet. I'm going to, I don't know if they sent booklets out, with all the plans. I don't know. But it's all here online. And of course, I understand everybody doesn't have a screen like this, but, and I'm leaving a link for this. This was one of the most helpful things, this flip chart that they put on here. This tells you, without Medicare, and I understand you can't see it, but I did leave a link, and this explains the FEP Medicare Prescription Drug Program, MPDP. You'll see that a lot if you have Blue Cross. Blue Cross has simplified their prescriptions down to 4 tiers. There's actually 5 tiers of prescriptions. They've simplified it down to 4. Okay? Tier 1 is your generic drugs. Tier 2, your preferred brand name. Tier 3, non-preferred brand name. Tier 4, specialty drugs. And of course, they'll pay some for all, depending on what you have to get. Let me read this paragraph. Medicare Prescription Drug Program requirements for retired USPS employees. Starting January 1st, 2025, the Postal Service Health Benefit program is a health benefits program exclusively for USPS employees, retirees, and their family. One of the PSHB requirements is that you must join your health plan's Medicare Part D prescription drug plan if you're eligible for it. As an FEP member, that means you must keep MPDP to have prescription drug coverage as part of your benefits in 2025 and beyond. Now, for Medicare eligible non-USPS federal employees, while we recommend enrolling in MPDP, it is not a requirement. If you choose to opt out of an MPDP, you will get the traditional FEP pharmacy benefits. Now, that's for federal employees, not postal. So, if you do opt out, you want to get a Part D plan, because if you go a while without a Part D plan, you could be subject to penalty. So you want to always have a Part D plan. Again, with the PSHB, you have one already built in. You don't have to do anything else. You'll get a card. You'll get a new card next year. You're going to get a PSHB card, and it's going to have your health plan number on it and your RX number, all in one card. Okay? But this flip chart is great. It shows without Medicare, with Medicare Part A and Part B primary. This explains that engine and caboose that I'm talking about. Virtual doctor visit without Medicare, you're paying nothing. Primary care doctor without Medicare, you're paying $10. Over here, you're paying nothing. Nothing, nothing. You're paying nothing, nothing. Even chiropractic care, $25 a visit for without Medicare. Nothing for up to 10 visits per year. That's not a lot with the chiropractor, but at least you get 10 visits a year. Nothing. You pay nothing. Inpatient hospital, nothing. Outpatient, surgery, ER medical emergencies, lab work, diagnostic services, nothing. You're paying nothing. And down here are your prescriptions. $5 copay. And then it goes up with 40% of your allowance. Now, keep in mind, don't be too frightened with the pharmacy. $2,000 is your cap. Once you get to $2,000, they'll pay the rest of your prescriptions for the rest of the year. So if you do have catastrophic, come up with something that you have to get a lot of medicine, at least you're covered. Don't take my word for it. Go to Fed Blue, fepblue.org/MedicareX, or call 1-888-338-7737 and talk to someone. That's 1-888, that's 1-888-338-7737. Of course, all of this will be on the links. I'll put all that information. And you flip this over. This is a great resource right here. It tells you without Medicare and with Medicare Part A and B. So, goodness, this is a great plan at a less expensive price. So everybody's talking about how high the prices went. I'm telling you, you can save $600. Okay? So, of course, if you have any questions, put them down there in the comment section. And right now I'm just talking about self-only, but it lays it out, and I will give you the link to this flip page. It is really nice. And just so you know, FEP Blue Focus, the self-only, is $128.21. Blue Basic is going to be $245.18. That differs from what I saw, $247. So it's going to be around there. And then Blue Standard is up to $378. That's self-only. Self plus one FEB Blue Standard is $832. Basic is $593. Self plus one FEP Blue Focus is $275.63. I'm not going to say the family, but you, of course, you have access to this too. So, yes, this video was designed for people who already have Medicare Part B or are going to start Medicare Part B January 1st, 2025. I know a lot of people I know went ahead and got Medicare Part B. So you're going to be paying $185 something for Medicare Part B. You want a low-cost supplement. And $128.31, trust me, is very good. And it includes drug coverage. Tell me what you think. Let me know. I'm here for you. I'll answer any questions. I want to say a lot more, but I want to stay on subject right now because it's open season. Have a blessed day.